It's Daybreak Interactive, the interactive segment of Daybreak on Trust TV. Of course, the conversation is federal government suspends the sale of cheap rice. What are your thoughts? Of course, the phone lines are definitely open for you to call in with your comments, your thoughts, your concerns on these developments. Of course, as the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs released a circular just, of course, the previous day, calling on civil servants to disregard an initial memo that had called on them to apply for the purchase of these said 50 kg bags of rice from the ministry for civil servants, of course, who are interested. So the federal government had asked public workers to complete an online form to buy 50 kilograms rice bags for 40,000 naira. The move aimed to address the food crisis in Nigeria. However, the government has now withdrawn the subsidized rice sales without giving any reason. These, of course, is going to be forming the fulcrum of the conversation this morning. I really hope that you would call in with your thoughts on these developments because, of course, we understand the situation in the country and how this situation had led to a protest and end bad governance and hunger protest. But then again, we have a caller now. Good morning, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Good morning. Can you please turn down the volume of your TV set? It's causing sort of an interference with the conversation. Aliu, can you please turn down the volume of your TV set or step away from your TV set? Unfortunately, we lost Aliu, but Aliu, please do well to call us back. We're definitely eager to hear your contributions on this development. And now, quick rules of engagement. If you're going to be calling into the program, please do so after you must have turned down the volume of your TV set. If you're unable to do so, like Aliu, you might not be able to have a fruitful conversation on, of course, the program this morning. And I understand we have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Your name and your location.
My name is Musa Umar. I'm calling from Jos Plateau.
Musa, please, I would need you to speak up because I'm finding it difficult to make out what you're saying. Can you? Okay. Yes. Musa, what location are you calling from?
Okay, sir. Yes, my name is Musa Umar. I'm calling from Jos Plateau State.
Okay, Jos Plateau State. Go ahead, Musa.
Yes, sir. My own thought concerning the situation that we find ourselves in area. You see, first of all, from the beginning, there is a total failure of primary responsibility by the government to discharge their duty as a political leaders.
Musa, you would need to turn down the volume of your TV set because you cannot be listening to yourself speak on TV while you're contributing into the program. So please turn down the volume of your TV set and just contribute into the program.
Then concerning the suspension of that form by the federal government, not servants to pursue the rights at the subsidized price. I cannot actually say that it's a welcome development because what Nigerians are yearning, we are talking about the whole of the Nigerian citizens should have a kind of life. All these food stuff that are hiking day by day actually is not favorable. It's not favorable. Majority of Nigerians cannot even afford a measure of rice, not to talk even bag of rice. So how do you think?
Okay, so Musa, can you hear me? Unfortunately, we lost Musa. Please, for subsequent callers, if you're calling into the program, do well to turn down the volume of your TV set before calling into the program. This way, it allows for us to have a seamless conversation, and so we don't have interruptions, just like we did during Aliu's contribution as well as that of Musa. And also, there's now more than one numbers that you can call. So if the first one does not go, please do well to call the second and we definitely will be happy to pick your call to hear your contribution. So Musa was talking about not being in support of the development, especially in a situation where most Nigerians cannot even afford a measure of rice, talk more, of a bag of rice, and then this development coming on that hill, most likely in one situation or another seems like, a worsening effect that it might have. But then again, we have another caller on the program. Good morning, welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? And we lost that caller as well. So please continue to call the numbers, and hopefully, definitely, the network allows for you to connect and also contribute into the program. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, presenter. My name is Ugochukwu, calling from Ebonyi State.
Ugochukwu from Ebonyi. Welcome to the program. Please proceed with your contributions.
My own is a kind of question anyway.
Yes.
I want to know if price has any negative effect on human life that leads the suspension. Those who are clamoring and for hunger. So we need food at the cheapest rate. People can see foodstuff, rice or whatever, that is cheap in the market. Some will be lazy to go for the cheap foodstuff. So I want to understand why this stress. Is it that the rice has negative on our life or what? Thank you.
Well, Ugochukwu, these are questions that only the government can answer, unfortunately. So these are questions that I also legitimately have as well. Hello, Ugochukwu, are you there? Okay, Ugochukwu called all the way from Ebonyi State, and Ugochukwu was asking questions as to the reason why Nigerians cannot have food items at the cheapest in the market for them to afford. But then again, we have another caller. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. You would have to speak up. Unfortunately, I cannot make out what you're saying.
I'm calling from Niger State.
From Niger State. What's your name, sir?
My name is Abubakar.
All right, Abubakar from Niger State. Please proceed with your contributions.
My contribution is that I just want to present that the issue of rising price selling different for us is the right one part of the right. But almost about 1,000 naira here.
About how much?
56,000 naira.
56,000.
56,000 naira.
Okay, 66,000 for a bag of 50 kg rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in Niger State.
Okay. All right. So
we don't know how we are going to that.
Yeah. But you're hoping and expecting that the price of rice is going to come down and at least be made more affordable.
Yeah.
So what do you make of the development that the Ministry of Special Duties has now withdrawn a circular that it put out to say that it might no longer at the moment be, collecting names of those civil servants who want to buy rice at 40,000 naira for a 50 kg bag?
So I went the rice to come down more than that for a 40,000 naira.
And you were able to buy it?
Yes, I want to buy it.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of Nigerians also want to buy, but then again, the government is not saying anything as to the reason why it has withdrawn the collation of the list of names, of course, of civil servants who are interested. But definitely we hope that they're going to make clarifications as to the reason why that happens, and hopefully at the soonest Nigerians will be able to.
Of course, sir.
Hello, are you there, Abubakar?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, all right then.
Listening to you.
Yes. So I basically just put out what we know as regards to the distribution. The federal government.
I just want to...
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, what I want to say that is that I just want government to assist us to get the right to assist us to that right come down.
Yes.
So that you will also know that when they do that one for us, you know that the economy will be able to fit them.
All right. All right, Abubakar, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contributions. We're also hoping that the government will do something quickly to ensure that the price of the rice comes down, because as much as you are interested, I'm also interested in getting a bag of rice for 40,000 naira. Of course, I am. So we do hope that in the soonest, the government will provide some clarifications as to the reason why it has now halted the collation of names of civil servants who initially indicated interest to purchase a bag of rice, 50 kg rice at 40,000. But we have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. This is Mohammed from Suleja.
Mohammed from Suleja?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Mohammed.
So if I hear you well, government is not a circular with no any. I understand very well, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Certainly, there is no reason behind the withdrawal of the country. Actually, tell us that government is not faithful to all that program and that. Because they cannot just develop an idea or statement and share, and they will go with no example. And they say they are people of Nigeria who voted them for. So if they don't have anything to supply for the people, then they should know how to stabilize prices by whatever subsidy they want to give, and let people go and get it everywhere they want to get pay them fast. That's the means of encouraging people to something they don't have.
So you feel that it was more like a bit of grandstanding to give the impression that they were going to do something, but they did not have plans to do it because there was no stock to share.
That is exactly what I'm saying, sir. Government doesn't have anything to encourage the people of Nigeria. And hence they should be bringing issues that will provoke them, making that the country everything is hard for Nigeria. Don't show something that you don't have.
Indeed, Mohammed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mohammed. Mohammed called all the way from Suleja. Mohammed has now expressed concern over the sincerity, of course, of the process. He's saying that it might be that the government never initially had these rights in the first place to share to civil servants. It was more like an opportunity to save face, sort of, and give the impression that it was going to do that, but unfortunately it did not. I remember a conversation one time on the floor of plenary at the Senate when, of course, the former Senate president was also alluding to this when he said that Nigeria's food reserves are completely empty across the country. So if the government wants to do something like this, it means that it might need to contract third parties to purchase this rice. But then again, we are hoping that they will provide some explanation as to this reason. But then we have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from? I might need you to speak up because I cannot hear what you're saying. Can you please once again tell us your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Jibrin. I'm calling from Niger State.
Jibrin from Niger. Welcome to the program. What's your contribution to the topic?
My contribution is that this suspension of this price, because most of this price they are the people that have money, they are collecting rice from them and go sell it out at the market. So my only contribution is that if the oil point price can make almost the food items is also. That's my contribution.
All right, Jibrin, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the contributions. Jibrin also called from Niger State. Jibrin says he sees it as a good development as it would one way or the other help check transparency, of course, if I got Jibrin right. But these are the issues, definitely. But what's most important is that Nigerians want to be able to go to the market and to be able to afford the food commodities that their families need to survive. These, of course, cannot be overemphasized. They want to see a situation where they would be able to go to the market, be able to get fresh pepper, tomatoes, onions, meat, rice, and all of these other food items that they've been able to buy in time past at an affordable rate to be able to feed their children. I mean, it doesn't seem like too much to ask for a lot of Nigerians, as they would say. But let's get the contributions of this caller now. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from? Can you please turn down the volume of your TV set? If you don't turn down your TV set, we might not be able to have a good conversation, as it will continue to cause interference. So let's do this again. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning.
My name is Buhari from Niger State.
Buhari from Niger State, the third caller in a row from Niger. Welcome. Tell us your comments and your contributions on this development.
Okay, sir. My take about this suspension about rice for civil servants, the first set of consideration are the civil servants, yeah?
Yes, indeed.
So the fact that they are suspended it for me, perhaps they don't have enough rice on ground that will go around for the 36th, for all the civil servants. So for that reason, in the first instance, I think government is trying to give a discount of 40,000 for the civil servants, since the rice is about 80,000. Abi?
Indeed.
So if that is what they are trying to do, they suspended this one now, all of a sudden. Why can't government go back and look for the comprehensive data of the civil servant as far as their dividend is concerned and send them 40,000 naira across? Since they are planning to give discount of 40,000 naira, and it has to do with civil servants, they have comprehensive data of each civil servant. They have their dividend. They should go back and send them 40,000. That is all.
So Buhari,
they'll be done with them.
So Buhari, the government intends to support civil servants who are interested. Now the emphasis is on interested. So interested civil servants who intend to get these bags of rice at 40,000 naira are to apply using an online platform that has been a link which has been put on the website of the office of the head of civil service of the Federation. So as much as the government wants to support civil servants, it is not making provision for all, but for those who indicate interest. So if they should go by this recommendation that you're saying, it would mean that the government would have to provide for all of the civil servants within the federal ministry. Now, the question of whether state ministries are also captured is also there. So I don't know how they're going to do this, except they provide more clarification, of course, to the reasons why they've stopped it. It could be that they want to capture more civil servants. It could be that they want to change the approach. But only time can tell, of course.
Mr. Sagir, I want to... Mr. Sagir, hello?
Yes, I'm with you, Buhari.
Hello, Mr. Sagir.
Yes,
I want to be very candid with you.
Okay.
Hardly you get a civil servant, especially the junior staff, that will not be interested about that. Hardly you get one.
Of course.
Because a lot of people are hungry. They are looking for a way to put food on the table.
Indeed.
Hardly you get one civil servant, the junior staff, that's not interested. So if that is the case, they can even consider like junior staff in the first instance.
I agree with you.
Send this money to them, all of them.
I agree with you. Buhari.
Support.
I agree.
Allah, people are suffering seriously.
Indeed.
So suspending this one now, all of a sudden, is another issue. If they did not take any action that will impact something into the civil servant, they will be more aggressive again.
Indeed.
Because they will think the federal government is not serious. They will tell you this today, tomorrow they will cancel it. You understand me, Sagir?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much for these contributions, Buhari.
That is my take.
Yes,
that is my take.
In fact, it's been succinctly put. I couldn't have put it, any better. Like you said, people are hungry. Civil servants, especially the junior civil servants across the civil service structure, be it at the federal or state level, are really in need of these aids and these assistance as much as they can get it. But then again, the government has not given any reason. Hopefully, they will be able to provide reason as soon as possible. Maybe they want to capture more civil servants. But then again, it's left to be seen what's going to happen, and only time can tell, why this happened. And we can only wait and hope that it happens in the best interest of these Nigerians who continue to, of course, cope with the frustrating effects of all of these things. But then we have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? Well, I think we lost that caller, but Buhari has, succinctly put it as it should be said. A lot of Nigerians, not just civil servants. There's also the question, how many civil servants are there in Nigeria compared to the population of Nigerians who are currently grappling with, this strife, these hunger, these rising cost of commodities in the market? It's like a drop in the ocean, but then again, the government has indicated interest of supporting, civil servants. Let's see how this goes. There's also, of course, another announcement that the prices of food items would crash in the market over the course of the next 6 months. The Controller General, I think, of the Nigerian Customs Service had made this announcement. I'm not sure who said that particularly, but the government had continually mentioned this, and Nigerians continue to wait for the days that would come when these items would be reduced, because I can tell you for one, I've seen these cases of hungry Nigerians, hungry families who struggle to make ends meet, and they really, really cannot wait to get all of this assistance. So I understand when Buhari says that the situation is dire. I mean, we saw what happened, what transpired during just 4, 5, 6, 7 days of the End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria. We saw the dimension that it took. We saw it get hijacked. We saw Nigerians come out with legitimate calls for government intervention over what they have continued to call a dire situation that needs immediate attention. But let's hear from another Nigerian now. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Can you please turn down the volume of your TV set so it doesn't interfere with the conversation?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. I can hear you. Please turn down the volume of your TV set so we have a smooth conversation. Hello, are you there? Dear Nigerians, please turn down the volume of your TV set. I would really love to hear your contributions, your concerns and your thoughts on these developments, but I can only do so if you turn down the volume of your TV set so it doesn't continue to interfere with the conversation. Other Nigerians also want to hear what you have to say. So please, when calling into the program, turn down the volume of your TV set. Thank you very much. We have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from? Unfortunately, you might have to speak a little bit louder. I didn't hear what you said. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
I can hear you as well. Your name now?
Andrew, Kaduna.
Andrew from Kaduna. Welcome to the program. Please proceed.
Yes, my question is that about the suspension of spending of rights.
Yes.
It's only the civil servants or is generally, I don't know. I want to know. Is it only for those that they are working, or generally, is it generally, or
okay? So Andrew, to provide this clarity based on the information at my disposal, there was a circular by the Ministry of Special Duties to that effect, and another circular to counter the first circular saying that Nigerian civil servants do not need to apply at the moment for these bags of rice, these subsidized bags of rice. It was not mentioned in that circular whether it was going to capture the generality of Nigerians. It was specifically to civil servants who were working in the ministry. So I hope that at some point it's going to be escalated to capture all Nigerians across the country. But for now, what we know is that it's for civil servants. Andrew, are you there? Unfortunately, we lost Andrew as well. We lost the call with Andrew, of course. Then I hope I was able to provide some clarity to the case for Andrew to, of course, have an understanding. But then again, there you have it, the conversation around the federal government halting the sale of subsidized rice to Nigerian civil servants. What is your take on these developments? We have another caller now. Good morning. Welcome to Daybreak Interactive. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Your name and your location.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Benedict Okasibe Yunusa.
Okay. You're calling from where?
Yes. I call from Benue State.
All right, Mr. Benedict. Benedict from Otukpo. Nice having you on the program. Yes. Please proceed. I mean, you're calling from the food basket of the nation.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Contribution towards this rice that was reduced to 4. How can the same rice reach the location of everybody in the state? Because for our side, we have never smelled this rice they are talking about for our location. So, if it's reduced to 40,000, not to say it's reduced, but to reach the location of everybody.
Indeed, Benedict.
For people to that.
I said, indeed, I agree with you, Benedict. I agree with you.
Okay, sir. So that is what I want to ask, sir.
Well, Benedict, your guess would be as good as mine, because at the moment, unfortunately, these conversations around distribution of rice has not been, at least on the public space, for us to see. What we know is that the distribution was supposed to be for interested civil servants who would want to buy this rice at the subsidized rate. There was supposed to be a collation of names that was supposed to be done on the website of the head of civil service of the Federation. But then again, we saw another circular by the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs telling its, of course, workers in the ministry that the exercise would be suspended for a while. Now, we don't know how long the suspension is going to take. We do not know the reason why this exercise was suspended. But what we know is that Nigerians cannot, access these subsidized 40,000 naira bags. So I don't know when the government is going to be giving, reasons for these developments, but I do hope that it comes soon. But then we have another caller. Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and your location, please.
My name is Yakubu Musa from Jos.
Yakubu from Jos, welcome to the program. What's your contributions on the development?
Thank you very much. My contribution is, it seems as if that process is not signal the federal government. How do you expect a country to tell you that we subsidize rice for civil servants? Look at the populace we have. Over 200 million. So how do it take them to capture these people? So many times they will tell people, they are just deceiving Nigerians. They don't have anything in stock. And they did not import. When did he announce the selling of the rice? Now they have suspended the process. We are not kids.
So, Yakubu, do you feel that the government is playing some sort of games with the intellect of Nigerians at this point?
Of course.
Because it couldn't have been possible to make the announcement just 48 hours before, and then you start to collate names of individuals who are interested in purchasing the rice, when we know that you have to go through the market and to, mop up rice that's available in the market to at least have, sort of a stock to share to these Nigerians.
The only way to see rice available in the market, it should be around November, December. When there is a bumper harvest everywhere, there is rice. That is where we see rice everywhere.
Maybe the government knows something that we don't.
They want to. This program that they want to do it.
Yes.
Sincerely speaking, they are deceiving us. They are deceiving us.
So you do not believe what the government said when they said they were going to.
No. The statement is unbelievable.
But why, if I may ask? I mean, the government has shown intent. It has shown intention. So why don't you believe?
How will I believe them? How many times they were making this kind of promises and they tell us? What do the people protest? Because of this kind of things they tell the Nigerians now. When you make a promise as a leader, you have to fulfill it. That is how it is supposed to be. Now, a father in the house, anytime he wants to go to the market, he tells his children that I will bring you banana. On his own work, he will bring nothing. One day he will tell that children I will bring him something. Do not believe him. Because he's a liar. The father is a liar. This man is a father to all of us. But the way they are treating us, sincerely speaking, the protest we have done, it did not give any result to them. And it's a very strong warning to them. If they continue telling this kind of lies, so we are not praying for anything. We are praying for peace and stability. But when 2007 comes, I don't know how they will talk to people. But remember that this voters card is a weapon. It's a missile. And they will get the result by God's grace. People, anytime a complete father telling his children the wrong statement, it's not good like that at all. When they say it's for civil servants, what about the rest of the people? People in the villages who will go and capture them to give them the rest of 40,000. The issue of capturing somebody, do something involves education, especially computer. Where are the computers? They will go to the bush and capture the people. Who will transport it to them? Or where do they say them to go and carry it? So all these are so saying. You should come out and tell the people that people who are very sorry, we have failed you. It is the issue of forgiving, we are forgiving them. If not, I don't know what I can say anymore. Can you imagine a complete country like this? Strong as the giant of Africa. In terms of what? In terms of telling lies? In terms of deceiving people?
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, Yakubu, for your contributions on the program. Yakubu seems to be disenchanted about these developments, especially because he cannot fathom the reason and how the government would be able to get, this stock of commodities that it intends to distribute to Nigerians across the country, talking about capturing the interest of the rest of 200 million Nigerians as opposed to that of civil servants alone. But let's get contributions and takes from the next caller. Good morning, welcome to the program. What's your name and where you're calling from? Can you please turn down the volume of your TV set so it doesn't interfere with the conversation? Else, unfortunately, I might have to let you go.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV set first so we have a good conversation.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV set.
I've done that.
Unfortunately, Dada, I have to let you go now. Please call back again when you may have turned down the volume of your TV set. And then we definitely will be able to have a conversation. But then we've got some messages from WhatsApp, of course. This one says, good morning, Trust TV crew. This tinubu government is not sincere to this country. The reason being that no one has come out to say, I bought a bag of rice for 40,000 naira. No one. So which one are they suspending? Nothing was given out in the first place. It was just a lie. Unfortunately, this caller, this contributor didn't put down his name, of course, but thank you very much for these contributions. And then again, this wraps up the Daybreak interactive segment of Daybreak. Of course, thank you to everyone who called into the program to talk about these developments, to talk about their concern about the government not being sincere in one way or the other with its dealings with Nigerians and how this might affect its chances in 2027. I appreciate all of those who tried to call into the program, but unfortunately we're not able to do so due to one network challenge or the other. But definitely Daybreak will definitely be back another time for you to get opportunities to comment on other national issues. But then we'll go on a break now, and when we return, it will be time for the discussion segment of Daybreak. Stay with us.